Drinking this every day is going to play a critical role in shrinking your prostate. Hey Wellness Warrior, I'm Dr. Zyrowski, and unfortunately, if you have an enlarged prostate, you have to be very particular about the things that are going in your body. We don't want to consume a whole bunch of drinks full of sugar, alcohol, and excessive amounts of caffeine, but what we want to do is use some particular drinks and foods and nutrients in order to shrink the prostate. Because the reality is that when most individuals have prostatic issues, they go right to the doctor and right to medication. However, there's things you can do within your home and also things that you can do naturally before ever having to turn to medicine, which unfortunately is going to have side effects. Before we get into the drinks that you can consume, talk about why is this happening in the first place? Why do you have an enlarged prostate? Well, there is a very large, ever-growing body of evidence that shows testosterone being converted into estrogen is a large and dominant player in this happening. And one of the things that we have to look at when this process is happening is testosterone to estrogen. Why is it happening? There is an enzyme called aromatase, and as this enzyme increases in the body, it increases the likelihood of testosterone becoming estrogen. What would cause that? Well, there's a few things. Alcohol is associated with this, and this isn't alcohol in the sense of a drink every once in a while. This is alcohol that is very consistent daily use that is going to increase this. Also, age. What the studies show is that about 50% of men by the age of 50 have prostate issues, and 90% of men by the age of 80 have prostate issues. Here's the deal, is that it's very clear that it is a natural process of aging, but it still is not something that you want to have happen in your body. You want to get this under control. You don't want to suffer with all the symptoms of having an enlarged prostate. Obesity is a major factor, and it's really the fat on your body that makes you more estrogen dominant, which drives this issue, and that's what we want to watch out for. And then insulin resistance. It's estimated that there's 100 million people out there walking around unknowingly in the United States alone with insulin resistance. And look, if you can look down and see fat on your belly, there's a good chance that you have some level of insulin resistance. And so we want to make sure that we're working to reverse this issue. We're thinking low carb diet. We're thinking daily exercise. We're thinking intermittent fasting. We're thinking all the things that help improve our baseline health. When we look at some of the foods and drinks that we can consume in order to drive down this issue of aromatase converting testosterone into estrogen, we can look at a few foods and a few drinks. First of all, sesame seeds are excellent, high in zinc, which is going to help with the BPH. Bell peppers loaded with vitamin C, also proven to help drive down inflammation within the prostate. Tomatoes, full of lycopenes, and also pumpkin seeds as well. So these are some foods that you can start consuming regularly that are going to help drive down that inflammation within your prostate. What can we do in the way of drinks? Okay, because this is really interesting. What the studies show is that lemon, lime, and grapefruit peels, not drinking these juices, but the peels from them are actually very beneficial in the way of driving down an enlarged prostate because they're loaded with flavonoids. So you could actually take these peels, you could blend them into a smoothie and drink them that way. You could take these peels from these fruits, you could dehydrate them and you could eat them that way. Some people will turn them into a powder and then put them into smoothies and teas and stuff like that. So there's some options for you there, but definitely the most simple way is literally peeling some of these different fruits, lemons, limes, grapefruits, loaded with flavonoids, and what they do is they lower the levels of aromatase in your body. And they've been proven scientifically to really slow down this conversion. Now, the next thing you can use is green tea. Now, green tea has been shown to decrease estrogen and also block this aromatase activity in as little as 6 weeks if you consume it regularly. So the polyphenols and all the benefits of green tea are really going to help with this issue as well. Once again, this is very simple. Consume this daily and it's going to help drive down the enlarged prostate and help you get healthier. Now, I would say if it were me and I was suffering from an enlarged prostate, one of the things I would definitely do as well is use natural supplementation. I will put a link in the description below to one that we use clinically. And the reason I would do this is because I want to get high doses of nutrients that are going to help drive this issue down. There's many scientifically proven nutrients that will help with this issue. And if I'm suffering from this issue of an enlarged prostate, I want to do everything I can in order to reverse it so I don't have to turn to medication or suffer from the symptoms daily. So as I said before, fixing your lifestyle by reducing sugar intake, reducing carb intake. In fact, just go sugar-free. Exercise daily. Improve your baseline health, and you're going to start improving this issue. Add all this in as well. In the supplementation, you are going to be able to really turn this problem around. I'm Dr. Zyrowski. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I think you'll really love this one right here next.